welcome to Empowering Moments. I'm your host, Rev.T, with Empower Media LLC, and we're here this Sunday, first Sunday of September. These months are flying by. Before you know it, it'll be Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I want to thank all of you all for being with us in the Empower Room, and want to encourage you to definitely subscribe to our page on YouTube, and also to leave a comment and share our content of what we have. I think we have definitely had some very empowering information, and hope today will also provide you with that same feeling. All right, so let's get ready to get started. Let's go do something.
Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
Well, again, welcome to the Empower Room. I'm your host, Reverend Timothy B. Hughes and Div, and you are a part and are taking part in Empowering Moments with myself, Rev.T. And we again ask you to please comment, leave an emoji, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page as well. And hope that you will find some very empowering information that we have been sharing for over 2 years now, due to the pandemic, actually. And this is a result of what God put on my heart, if you will, to do over this time frame. And I will preface this by saying, I think we're in the middle of a storm. So with that, just keep that in mind. If this happens to discontinue of any form or fashion, it's probably because we have a major storm coming through East Texas at this time. All right, but we're going to go ahead and proceed and see how we go. All right, so Empower Media LLC is a social empowerment entity and empowers community through social and digital media, book publishing, programs, special engagements. We have over 25 years of experience. I want to encourage you to go to our website if you're interested in gaining more information about our services. And you can go to our website at empowermediallc1.com, and that is spelled, play on words, MPWR Media LLC1.com is our website. So feel free to go to our website. You'll see the services that are available on our page, as well as our store page, which we do have some items on our store page that we'll be sharing with you shortly. The purpose of Empowering Moments is to promote Empower Media LLC by sharing cultural, civic, and inspirational moments or reflections with special guests that we have been blessed to have from all over the world. And today is we have a wonderful guest that's going to be with us. I'm so excited that she was able to join us all the way from Colorado on today. And she'll be coming up shortly. I want to share a publication that we currently have, In the Blink of an Eye, is our first publication, and it is available on Amazon.com. And want to encourage you to look the book up. It has really been an inspirational read, and hope that you will consider purchasing our first publication, In the Blink of an Eye, by myself, Reverend Timothy Hughes. It has really been a blessing to a lot of people.
Welcome to the Empower Room.
Very, very interesting. In fact, it was on that intro, the actual copy of the book, In the Blink of an Eye as well. And I'll see if I can pop it up here in just a minute so you can see what it looks like. of Empower Media and excited about our format for today. And we are blessed again to have a wonderful guest with us today. And I want to bring her on. I'm going to actually go a little out of order today. And we have for our Civic component, we are really promoting the midterm elections that are coming up November the 8th. We're in the 70 something day range of that coming for the midterms, and things are really heating up in regard to this election. I think it's a very important election, and I think it's one we need to be very mindful of, that we are engaging and making sure we're voting, making sure we're registered to vote, verifying we're registered to vote, because there have been all kind of tricks that people are playing to try to prevent us from voting, or making it difficult for us to vote, trying to suppress our vote. So with that, I've been asking special guests and people that I know to come on and share their thoughts in regard to uh, voting and how important it is. And I am blessed to have an outstanding guest who I have the pleasure of working with in St. Louis in the Ferguson Florissant School District. And it is none other than Ms. Felicia Jones. Hello,
Hello.
Jones. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All right, all right. So glad to have you on all the way from Aurora. Is that right, Colorado?
Yes.
Okay, that's a long way from Ferguson, Florida.
Are you sure?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You are looking glamorous as usual. God bless you. I see the Sunday glow.
Oh,
All
yes.
right. All
Good
right.
work
All right.
today.
All right. Well, I want to first, I got to give you guys some background on Mrs. Felicia Jones. This is a phenomenal woman. She was very instrumental, along with her and Mrs. Jordan. Is that right? From from
Yes.
McClure South Berkeley High School, Whoop Whoop Bulldogs, in Ferguson, Florida
Whoop, whoop.
School, Ferguson, Florida School District. She was the PTO parent teacher uh, uh, conference president, PTO president of McClure South Berkeley High School. Her and Mrs. Jordan were like awesome team that worked together to really help to inspire parents to be involved with their students and engaging them and helping them to understand the importance of their children's education, and also planning for the future. She had wonderful sons that came through McClure South Berkeley, and I've seen pictures on Facebook and how they're blossoming and growing and doing their own thing. So she has done a phenomenal job, and I just want to lift her up and tell her thank you so much. It was an honor to work with you there, to do what I was able to do, just to intervene and just to add a little bit that I could to that experience. So thank you so much.
I had a real pleasure working with you. You guys made it easy to get other parents involved as well. So, yeah, that was a joy. Now I'm working with my son with his nonprofit. He said it's just
Awesome.
like he was back in high school. I'm still telling him what to do, but I'm
Okay.
doing it from the background.
Okay. Outstanding. Well, I wanted to get your feedback on what you thought, Ms. Jones, in regard to voting and how important voting is today and what we're experiencing in our country. What thoughts do you have to land regarding that? Did you hear me? Uh-oh. Mrs. Jones,
Well,
can you hear me?
yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So voting is a family event for us. Along with my sons and my parents, we try to outdo each other who goes to vote first and all
Okay.
those things. Um,
Uh-huh.
and we also are with his Jaron's nonprofit. He we reached out for the last vote. And as we could see, it's really important that we vote, because look who we got in before our last president.
Right, right. Okay. So you making a family event, sounds like, where
We do.
it's almost like a competition type of thing.
It is.
Okay,
Yep.
that's awesome. That's
Uh,
awesome.
uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
we made
very
sure
good.
that. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying we make sure that everybody, once they turn, the age to register, that they're registered and everything. My dad kind of set that standard for us.
Awesome, awesome. So there's some historical family structure that has created this generational passing this on through from generation to generation for the importance of voting that comes through your family. Correct?
Correct.
All right.
I am related to um, Asen Phillips, who's a very big advocate. He worked with Martin Luther King here. He's kind of
Okay.
our civil rights person here in Colorado. And
Interesting.
yeah, him and my dad worked together on some things and getting people to vote and going to churches and stuff. So we was voluntold that we had to do certain things, and we did it.
Okay. You say voluntold.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. Well, I tell you what, it went deep down in the roots, because what you did in McClure, South Berkeley, Lord have mercy. We had did some things that they had never seen before, and that has to do with the ingredients of your mom and your dad. So hats off to both of them.
That's
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing that with us as we're trying to promote the need for us to
yes.
get
I
out
have
and
my mom
vote.
with me.
Hey, how you doing? All right. Is there anything you like to share? Is there anything you would like to share in regard to the importance of voting?
Hello.
Hey, is there anything you would like to share in the
Well, not
importance of
much. Granddaughter. I'm sorry.
With the
voting? Is there anything you would like to share in regard to the importance of voting?
That we just need to get together as a whole.
Yes, yes,
Can you hear me? I don't think you
I
can
can hear
hear.
you.
Oh, you can.
Yes,
Only thing I'd like to share is that we need to come. We need to come together collectively, and just do it. Do what we
all right,
know to do,
right,
to make
right.
things happen in our community and for the
Indeed.
world.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
It has a world impact. Exactly right. I wholeheartedly agree. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy the
Definitely.
rest of the Sunday. I believe, Ms. Felicia, you have an event coming up. Did you want to share some information about that? Mrs. Jones, did you have, you want to
Yes,
share
I
about
do.
that?
I have a program that is going on. It starts on, yes, I nonprofit from Young and Motivated. And on September 10th is the first initial day. We're going to have a spaghetti dinner, feed you real good. And then we're going to go over all the topics, which some of them is basic etiquette, like table setting, how to dress appropriately in different stages. Like when you go to a party, you dress this way. When you go to church, you dress this way. When you go to school, you dress another way. We're also going to have some people in talking about sex trafficking, and what the young ladies can do, to be more aware.
Right.
We're also going to be talking about healthier, and we also have a nutritionist, and we're going to have some people there to help the older teens with filling out their FAFSA and everything,
Awesome.
headed off to college, and give them some information about college. So it's going to be a really informative program for ages 5 all the way up to 18. We're trying to get them young,
All right.
and we're gonna also make sure they are registered to vote.
Awesome. Awesome.
If
Very
they're
good.
18,
Right.
we're going to emphasize that on them too.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there a phone number or email that people can reach you?
So just anybody that's in the Colorado area. Um, mhm.
Give them the address.
The address is, yes. The email is my first and last name. It's Felicia Jones, spelled QUALISHA, and is at gmail04 at gmail. Sorry.
Okay, Felicia
And then the phone
04
number
at
is
Gmail.
720
Okay.
502 1719.
Okay, can you give the number one more
Did
time?
you get that?
Yeah, give the number one more time. Okay.
Yes.
Give the phone one more time.
Did you get the phone number?
Did the phone number come across?
No, it didn't. Say it one
Okay.
more time.
720 502 1719. Okay. 720 502.
All
Okay.
right.
720 502
Mhm.
1719.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. All right, Mrs. Felicia
Thank you for having us
Jones.
on.
All right. So I see you're still on the case in Aurora, Colorado. All right.
I am
All
on the
right.
case.
All right. All
That's
right. Well,
right.
God's blessings to you and your mom and your husband and family.
Thank
Continue
you.
to be blessed.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Take care. All right, all right. So we have been empowered to vote by Mrs. Felicia Jones Phillips from Aurora, Colorado. As I stated, we no telling where we're going to go across the United States, across this world, to empower our audience. So I want to thank her so much for sharing the importance of us voting, and also regarding her etiquette program as well. I want to thank Ms. Felicia so much for that, and really was a joy to work with her when we were both in Ferguson, Florissant School District at McClure South Berkeley High School, empowering our parents and students academically and socially there in their planning and all that. So it was a great joy to work with her and Mrs. Jordan. So I want to thank them again so much for being with us on the show, and I'm sure I'm going to have Mrs. Jordan on too. I'm gonna have to schedule her to come on as well. All right, all right. So that was our civic topic. I wanted to do something in relation to the cultural topic on today, also. And in regard to that, there was a piece that I posted on my Facebook page that says how lies can become laws and policy, how laws can become laws and policies. And I just started pondering that thought, especially as relates to, for example, current day, as I feel in relation to the critical race theory and how that literally was a lie in relation to how it gained momentum throughout the United States and has become policy in so many school districts, because in reality, in regard to the critical race theory, that was a theory that was taught in certain law schools by certain law professors, never taught in high schools, never taught in middle schools, never taught in elementary schools, never really taught in college, secondary education, other than in a law school environment, in a law classroom where this was discussed. There has been evidence of this. The authors of the critical race theory have been interviewed, those that are still living have been interviewed in regard to the theory, but yet we hear constantly board meeting agendas where this theory has been brought out and believed to be being taught, and books being thrown out as along with other things that are happening in the classroom. For example, I believe there was a teacher who had some pictures up of some prominent African American persons who were very essential to the movement of equality. And they were told to remove them from the classroom. So it is amazing to me how lies can become laws and policies. Let's even go take it back through the journey specifically of the African American experience as relates to slavery. You know, when we look at humanity, God created humanity, correct? So if that means humanity is all over the world, not just in one place, not just in the United States, not just in Europe. You know, it's all over the world. So if God created all of us, and from what I understand, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I believe that we are all, uh, or how can I say, procreation process is the same for whatever your ethnicity is. If I'm also not mistaken, blood types can be used no matter what your ethnicity is, as long as they match. So it's not based on, okay, if you got to have black blood to give a black person blood, you got to have white blood to give a white person blood, and vice, and whatever other ethnicities there may be. So we are really dealing with a lot in today's society. I know it's all stems from, from a cultural perspective and from a religious perspective as relates to sin. But I pray that we come to and evolve to a better understanding of humanity and being respectful of the other, for sure. All right. So I just wanted to lend that thought in regard to that popped in my mind earlier this week that I placed on my Facebook page. How lies can become laws and policies. How lies can become laws and policies, and how we need to reflect on uh, these issues and uh, thoughts, and check ourselves on how we think about the other. All right. Again, another example is the speech that President Biden gave on this past week dealing with the soul of America. And what disturbed me was that that was only aired on cable news and not on local news. And it was a needed, it was a real discussion, real item of dialogue that needs to be discussed in our country if we are going to move forward as a unified United States of America. You know, and I'm hearing the word that what he said was combative and all this and all that, and I'm like, okay. And the media is also creating this vocabulary and these words and these ideas of making it sound like there was a negative, uh, like a beat down type of speech. And that's not what it was. It was speaking truth to power in regard to what we are dealing with in actuality and in truth. So it is my prayer that we as human beings, as humanity, look at things from a truthful perspective and look at how we can truly um, work together, live together, and be mindful that it's okay if someone thinks differently, and you can't make someone do something the way you want to do it because you think it's right. That's not the foundation of this country. Now, there are other places in this world that operate like that, but the United States does not. So I pray that we won't have to go through a whole bunch of unnecessary turmoil in our lifetime to get to the point of having rational discussions and being respectful of each other and our each person's humanity. All right. So that was my spill on that. Lastly, I wanted to share a video that I thought was very thoughtful from Bishop Michael Bruce Carey, the Episcopal from the Episcopal Church, one of the presiding bishops there, and just was really moved by what he had to say. And this is moving into our inspirational component. And let's just listen to what he had to say real quick.
I'm very concerned about a country that I do love and about us potentially being on the verge of living out the opposite of unselfish sacrificial love. And I don't mean that as rhetoric. I mean that is the only way that we will live together and have life together. Because the opposite is self-destruction. And I say that as a follower of Jesus and as a human being. How can we help this country and help our people to help this country to bind up our wounds, to learn to live democracy, and to truly be a country where there is liberty and justice for all? That's at stake. I never thought I would think this in my life. As a child of the civil rights movement, those who fought for equal rights and justice and freedom for all never questioned the fact that the democracy itself would hold. We have been forced to ask the question, is e pluribus unum really possible? Is democracy possible? Is human equality possible? And I just believe that if we can help our people, and this is not partisan, if we can help our people to find the voice and claim the values and the ideals that most people probably believe, then maybe we can help them find their voice and they can help others. And we can help to heal this land and help this country join with others and heal God's creation. That is the calling of the God who called us into being in the first place. So yeah, being an extrovert, I probably just thought out loud. And I just believe this house, the people in this room, you are so smart and capable and able and faithful that there may be the capacity to find our voice not a partisan voice, but a follower of Jesus' voice that may help our people in our churches, and then maybe in turn, the sensible center that is in this country, in this world, to find its voice. I'm sorry for confusing you, but that's part of what's going on in me. Jennifer, I can't sit back and watch this country self-destruct. And neither can we. And I was looking for a way to help us find the voice that can help.
So when people say, is she flagging? Is the dog flagging? You see this right here? That's flagging right there, okay? When she does that, that's flagging. That means she's receptive, all right?
All right. So with that,
to help you, so we don't gotta waste no time.
I wanted to definitely look that up and share that with you all today, because I thought a lot of what Bishop Michael Curry had to say was ringing in my heart as well a few weeks back. And I know that a pluribus unum deals with out of many, one is what that means. Out of many, one is what that actually means. And I deeply feel the feelings of Bishop Curry and what he had expressed in this video, and has stuck with me since I heard it. And I pray that we do find common ground. It's definitely us as Christians. I'm Christian. For us as Christians, that we come together on nonpartisan reality of understanding for humanity and for expressing God's love to humanity. I think is very important. There's a scripture that, of course, a lot of us are familiar with, I'm sure, as it relates to what he had to say. Micah 6:8, and it reads in the version of the Bible that I'm reading right now: He has showed you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So I want to just again, the word that there are some words that have just been ringing out in my soul this week, and one is life. Okay. And when I think about that word life, I just reflect and I see flashes of various things that God has blessed me to be able to experience in this life. Okay. I was thinking about Serena and how powerful her life has been to watch on the tennis court, her and Venus, and this is life. And we're able to see the power of creation of God's humanity when it's been able to fight against adversities and this, that, and the other, and to blossom and be covered by their creator, if you will, to be as a super, what they call her, the GOAT that she is. Okay. And not just her, but just you individually, us individually. When you think about your own personal life and what we have been able to accomplish in our life, especially from the African American perspective, and where we are today and how we're able to experience life in the way that we're able to experience. And so we want to make sure that we are able to continue this liberation movement, if you will, of life in a way that celebrates who we say we are and who we belong to. So I pray that the words and the feelings that Bishop Curry is experiencing do not ring true. We're on different spectrums as it relates to the civil rights movement. I have much respect and reverence to all those who sacrificed their life for me to be able to be and do what I do today. Because if it were not for them, there would be no me where I am in my life right now. And I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. And anyone who denies it is just in denial. So I pray that we are waking up. We're doing what we have to do to be able to make sure that the progression of humanity will continue, and there will be no setbacks in relation to us being able to move forward in the humanity that we deserve. All right, all right. So with that fact, I want to share we do have a shirt that we are promoting as well. It's on our website in our effort to help to uh, share the importance of this election coming up, the countdown. We have an actual shirt that we have. It's available on our website. Feel free to go to our website and you'll be able to get more information about it. You're not able to see the full shirt currently right now, but if you go to the website, you'll be able to see the full shirt. And want to encourage you to take a look at that there. We're trying to do what we can through Empower to empower folk to make sure that they're voting, to share this, to spread the word, spread the love. We have also posters that we post on our posts that we post on in our social media as well. We ask that you will continue to share those, spread those out, as well as we are getting close to the November 8th election. Of course, you know, there are those that have early voting and various other voting opportunities before the 8th. So we want to do all that we can to be able to support this election, because I really think a lot of what Bishop Curry was saying can have an impact and be determined or be a fork in the road depending on which way we go with this election. That's just no joke. I mean, it's sad. It's sad but true. All right. So we ask that you go to Empower Media LLC 1 to learn more about our products and services. Please purchase one of our books. In the blink of an eye, shirts available as well on our store page. And we hope that you have gained something empowering for yourself today. And please, again, we ask that you share our page, leave a comment, subscribe to our YouTube page, and we look forward to being with you all again in a couple of weeks. We do this on a bi-weekly format, if you will, and we may have a special presentation on next week. I need to confirm if that will be taking place on next Sunday. If so, we'll have a special show that we'll be doing on next Sunday during the church hour. All right, so we will keep you posted on that and see if everything is still lined up for that possibility on Sunday. All right, so in the meanwhile, we pray that you have a wonderful holiday and be safe, and let's get ready to go into our next season. All right, so have a blessed day. Thank you for being with us in the Empower Room. Thank you, Ms. Felicia Jones Phillips, for being with us as well, and her mom also. And we ask that you will continue to watch us, and if you have any comments or any concerns, just leave it with us on our Facebook page here as this show will we air. Feel free to leave your comments there, and we look forward to hearing from you. All right, so have a blessed one. Thank you all so much for being with us, and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. God bless.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by Empower Media LLC and your host, Reverend Timothy Hughes, aka Rev.T.